Every community has a story. Some stories began with hardship. Others begin with a simple act of obedience. But the most beautiful stories are the ones where God transformed lives, families, and entire communities through the gospel. Hi, I'm Star from Evergreen Missions Team Philippines. Join me on a 4-day immersion as we visit DMI Missional Communities in South Cotabato, communities where God is writing incredible stories of redemption, one life at a time. This trip had been planned for more than a month. Our goal was simple: to visit the missional communities that Evergreen Missions partners with, spend time with the people, learn from them, and witness how God is moving in places that many people never gets to see. I left early that morning from Magbet, a town about an hour and a half from Digo City, where I caught a bus bound for General Santos City. Along with my personal belongings, I carried 2 boxes filled with Cebuano Old and New Testament Bibles donated by Village of Hope in Trinidad, Bohol. One of the greatest needs expressed by these communities is access to God's Word, so being able to bring these Bibles was a privilege. I arrived in General Santos City just before lunchtime. Pastor Richard, our regional director, warmly welcomed me and brought me to the home of Pastors Jeff and Malen Dapanas in Apopong. Pastors Jeff and Malen faithfully oversee the DMI Missional Communities and also serve as missionaries with Evergreen Missions. After catching up, we waited for Kuya Sal and Bibom, 2 of the local missional community leaders who would accompany me throughout this journey. Once everything was packed and securely fastened to our motorcycles, we were finally ready to begin.
Bye! Bye, Sisi!
Our first destination was MC Third Gate. I visited these communities several times over the past 2 years as part of Evergreen Missions Team Philippines. But those visits were usually different. Most of the time, I accompanied our foreign missionary friends as their interpreter. Because of that, I rarely had the opportunity to truly slow down, build friendships, or simply spend time listening to the people. This trip would be different. For the next 4 days, I wanted to live among them, not as a visitor passing through, but as a friend. I wanted to experience their culture, serve alongside them, hear their stories, and discover what God has been doing in their communities. Those relationships are at the heart of Evergreen Missions. Because ministry does not begin with programs. It begins with friendship. We arrived at MC Third Gate at around 3 o'clock in the afternoon. The community had already gathered at the home of Tatay Generoso, women carrying their children, children laughing and playing nearby, and warm smiles welcomed us as soon as we arrived. Before we shared a meal, Bibom gathered everyone around the table and encouraged the community. He spoke in their tribal dialect. Although I couldn't understand every word, I could feel the joy, unity, and faith that filled the gathering. Soon after, the women lovingly served the meal they had prepared. What touched me most was learning that they had waited for us before eating. It was already late afternoon for us, but to them, It was still lunch because they wanted to share the meal together. Around that table, I began hearing stories that I will never forget. Tatay Generoso shared how he came to know the Lord. One of the most beautiful parts of his testimony was that God used his own son, Bibom, to lead him and their family to Christ. I also met Ate Judith, who shared how God restored her after a season of drifting away from her faith. Today, she faithfully serves alongside the community at MC Third Gate. As I listened to their stories, I realized that MC Third Gate wasn't built because someone started a program. It was born out of one man's burden for his own family. Bibom deeply desired to see his parents, relatives, and neighbors to come to know Jesus. During a difficult season when his own family was struggling financially, he felt the Lord leading him to visit his parents in Third Gate. Kuya Sal accompanied him. His parents generously helped meet their immediate needs and encouraged him to visit more often. So he did. Those visits gradually became opportunities to connect with relatives, build friendships, and eventually share the gospel. What began as simple family visits soon became regular gathering for worship and Bible study. People welcomed the idea with open hearts. As the gatherings continued to grow, Pastors Jeff and Malin also began visiting and discipling the community. At first, they met in a small home. Later, as more people came, God provided a place where the community worked together to build a simple wooden worship shelter with a tarpaulin roof. It wasn't impressive by the world's standards, but it became a place where lives were transformed, prayers were answered, and people joyfully worshiped Jesus together. Through our partnership with Destiny Ministries International, Evergreen Missions has been blessed to support communities like MC Third Gate. Together, we've been able to bring mission teams, churches, and ministry partners who have come not only to give, but to learn, serve, and build lasting friendships. Today, MC Third Gate continues to grow, not only in number, but also in their love for Christ and commitment to His mission. Bibom continues to faithfully shepherd the community. Like every pastor, he faces challenges. Yet as I listened to his heart, I was deeply encouraged by his unwavering desire to see his family, relatives, and community continue walking with Jesus. For him, MC Third Gate is more than a ministry. It is an answered prayer. The community also shared one prayer request close to their hearts. They hope to one day build a simple concrete worship center where future generations can continue gathering to worship the Lord. Before saying goodbye, we distributed the Cebuano Bibles we had brought for the community.
Ibalot ni tatay ang Bible.
Ibutan na ko sa partner niya.
Kaya pag ano daw, ipapasa daw niya sa ihang
As we left MC Third Gate, I carried more than memories. I carried a fresh reminder that God often begins extraordinary movements through ordinary acts of obedience. A son burdened for his family, a few visits, simple conversations, a small gathering, and today, an entire community continues to follow Christ because one person chose to say yes.
Bye-bye po. Bye-bye, God bless po tayo. Bye-bye. Bye-bye po.
Our journey wasn't over yet. In the next episode, we'll travel to another missional community, Purok Lahak, where we'll hear another remarkable story of God's faithfulness and discover how He is transforming lives in the heart of